Hello Cozy Pals, this is Matcha and Mattie and welcome to the first ever segment of Conversations by the Bonfire game review. Today we'll be reviewing How We Know We're Alive. It's a game previously showcased on this channel, so if you want to watch that episode, you can go on ahead and check it out on the channel if you haven't already. And I will discuss the plot a little bit, if just to get you guys back on track. So there are two characters in the story that are very notable. I think they were the protagonists. It's Sarah and Maria. They were childhood friends. We're going to play as Sarah. She has not been in her hometown for 10 years. And Maria, her best friend, passed away a year ago, and now she's visiting the grave of her best friend, and that she is going to try to play detective and try to figure out why Maria died. And she wants to prove that Maria took her own life because she was so miserable living in that hometown, because it was in the Bible Belt of Sweden and everyone was religious and conservative, and she didn't believe that Maria could be happy in a place like that. At the very end, we realized that there really was no foul play or anything, or if Maria took her life, it really was an accident, and everyone really loved Maria. And Sarah just, she just didn't bother to know about how her friend is doing, how her life is doing, how if she's happy or not, because she just assumed that the friend isn't happy because of how she feels about the hometown. So yeah, I think what I can relate to that is friends who think they know you and they don't listen to you about how you're living your life, if you're happy or not. They can't be happy for you because they think you're not happy. They believe just with all their souls that you're not happy, and I feel really bad about that, because I think a lot of us can relate that there is a certain person in our lives that just assumes everything, that just assumes that they know the whole context of your situation. Like, they will reprimand you, they will nitpick on you, they will criticize you, and when you do not listen to their criticisms and you don't feel bad about them making you feel bad, that's when they get triggered and they just want to control you. They just want you to believe everything that they're saying, believe their opinions about you. And I think we've all experienced a certain person like that in our lives, and that is just so toxic and unhealthy, you guys. I swear, I don't know if I could ever face that thing again. And I think the reason why that's the topic I chose today is because right now I'm actually experiencing recurrent trauma responses. Right now, the main lesson in this game is that we need to listen to our friends, we need to check up on them, and we shouldn't make assumptions about how they're living their lives and their decisions because of how we feel about a certain thing. Like, for example, our biases. And we should remember that we can't control people, and how we want to live our lives is the only thing we can control. And how other people live their lives is out of our, it's just not something that we can control. It's not something that we should control, because that's a whole different person, and they have such a vivid experience just the same as ours. And I think that's something that we should remind ourselves from time to time. But then again, I think at the end of the story, where she apologizes to Maria about not really knowing her all those years, not really even trying to catch up with her, I think that was really beautiful. I really like that, because I don't know, you guys, I don't know if it's just me, but apologies are nowhere to be seen these days. I swear people barely apologize for anything at all, and it's something that is very conflicting for me, because sometimes when you apologize, people think they're quote-unquote right and they're on the right side of the fight, but then you are apologizing genuinely because you want to make amends with this person, and you are sorry for hurting them, you're sorry for doing this or that, and then this person just takes that apology as a confirmation that they were right, and they fail to apologize the same way you did apologize to them. And that's something I'm struggling with right now, actually. The fact that people I'm willing to make amends with aren't willing to do the same for me, and that just sucks, you know. And I think a lot of people can relate to that. I think a lot of people have experienced that. So if you guys want to check out the game, it's still on the channel. You can watch it. The full gameplay is there. So you can go on this emotional journey with me. And well, I guess the only thing that we can get from that is that we shouldn't assume, really, that we know the whole context of every person's life, even if they're our best friend. And, you know, before it's too late, before it's too late, we really should pay attention to our friends, not because of our biases or that we want to control them, but to love them, to cherish them, to tell them that we're proud of them. And that goes a long way. I swear, that goes a long way. So yeah, you guys, that was the first episode of Conversations by the Bonfire. I feel a little better talking about it now. Releasing my thoughts about certain things, and I think this is really good for everyone. Whoever wants to join Conversations by the Bonfire in the future, I might make it a live thing. So if you want that to happen so we can have conversations, please leave a like and leave a comment down below saying that you want this to be a live thing so we can have this conversation really in real time. And I guess that's all. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.